Alright. That time of the week again. Back to the Mandalorian. This is season 2, episode 7. Oh, fuck. It's late at night here. It's 11 p.m. Had a long fucking day. 8 a.m. job. Korean barbecue. So I've got the sleepiness from the food. But please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Wow. This, again, I say this every fucking week, but this was my favorite fucking episode. Bill Burr is amazing. Okay, there was no Baby Yoda in this one at all, but the action scenes, the comedy, the dialogue, fucking perfect. And the character development. I'm really bad at names, but Bill Burr's character had the most in-depth plot that any other character in this season has had so far, even in season 1. Even the Mandalorian, we learned so much more about him in this one. Okay. We saw his fucking face. I didn't want to see his face. I'm not upset about it, just kind of annoyed and disappointed. I wasn't like so set in stone that, I'd never want to see his face, blah, blah, blah. I'll be ranting and crying if they show it. But I like a masked hero, an unknown hero. The mysterious nature of it. And portraying my own values and personality onto a character. That's one of the reasons why Master Chief is one of my favorite video game characters, because we don't know what he looks like, the whole mystery behind it. But that being said, it was nice, I guess, to put a face to the character, and see, I guess, the actor himself show off more of his acting skills. He had some more, even though there was no dialogue in a lot of the scenes, where we saw his face, we knew what he was feeling a little bit more. He was able to present that emotion through his eyes and facial features. So going forward, it might be interesting to see what they do with all that. But back to this episode. It starts off with them, I guess, wearing stormtrooper outfits, and they're driving this car, and one of the best coolest action scenes where they're being raided by pirates occurs. It's a big cliche and kind of video game-y how, like, there's 3 cars and the first car lands on the ship and they try and overtake it and Mando takes them all out, and the second car comes in. Like, it's very convenient how the events unfold. Like, one by one they attack him. But that being said, because the Mandalorian takes off his outfit and puts on the stormtrooper outfit as a disguise, I liked how, I guess, he kind of forgot he was not wearing his Mandalorian armor, and he put up his arm like to block an attack. But then when it got hit, the stormtrooper, like, I don't know what it's made of, plastic, just broke and shattered, and he got injured. I liked that attention to detail in this episode. Don't know how his gun ran out of bullets, since it's a laser gun. Maybe it jammed or froze. A bit weird, but whatever. Let that slide. The convenience of how the enemies attacked him was a bit too cliche, but whatever. Let it slide. I was along for the ride. And, they all start up the grenades in the last final wave. And the first time I saw the grenade, it exploded really quickly, but for some reason this was going on forever. And then I loved how they made the Empire like the good guys in when they killed all the last pirates. It was like a very heroic moment. I was like, yes, fuck yeah, they got saved. But it was the Empire doing the saving, which was quite conflicting internally, because, they're the villains, they're the bad guys, but here I am cheering them on, which was interesting. I loved how they did that. And when they got into the facility, I liked how Bill Burr's character walked into the room and turned around as soon as he saw one of his old superiors. It kind of kept it interesting, and it kind of let us understand his character a little bit more. Even though I forget his name, a lot of his life events are told in the story. And this is where we later see Mandalorian's face. He goes into the room, takes off his helmet for the face scanner, and then we can see that his character is actually stressed and panicking when he gets interrogated by the superior. Then Bill Burr's character saves him, and blah blah blah. They talk down to the table. Bill Burr's character shoots him in the fucking face. That was sick. And then the stormtrooper's holding this tray with like he's a schoolboy. Like at a high school, on his lunch break or something, trying to look for the cool kids table, doesn't know where to sit. Then Bill Burr just fucking blast him, and they kill everyone. And they get swarmed by stormtroopers and all that shit, and they jump out the window. And then the other characters have snipers, so they save them. Another thing is Boba Fett's costume is nice and clean in this episode. Looks really, really visually cool. Yeah, side note. Just remembered that. And then they go on the roof, they fly away, Boba Fett comes and saves them. Then Bill Burr's character, again, he does more shit in this episode. It was the highlight for me of this episode. Even though we saw Mando's face, it's a big, significant moment for me. Bill Burr's character just stole this episode, took it away. Yeah, just amazing acting and dialogue from him. To backtrack a little bit, when they're driving the car on the first time before the explosions happened, which was also visually amazing, he just has some dialogue like, oh, we're not too different. We're all good guys and bad guys at the end of the day. As long as we can sleep at night, that's what matters. People live by a code, but, they bend the rules and don't cross a line, their own line. It's pretty much like people talk a lot of shit, and at the end of the day, they'll take care of themselves, kind of thing. It was quite interesting and different from every other episode. It felt out of place a little bit. I'm not sure why. Didn't kind of seem to fit the whole Star Wars nature of it or anything I've seen from Star Wars before. It felt very real, where everything else in Star Wars I feel quite detached from. It feels very fantasy and like another universe, another planet. But for some reason, Bill Burr's character feels very real. I'm not sure how else to word it, but feels very, like today, and then now, and relatable. It's interesting. I'm not sure how else to word it. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's all I can think of. It just feels real. Doesn't feel like it's from the Star Wars universe. Very strange, very strange. Boba Fett flies away. They hop on the ship. Bill Burr shoots the tanker they drove in, and there's this fucking massive explosion, and all the Empire people in the building are destroyed, presumably. Then they get chased by some pilots. And Boba Fett fucking blows them up in an amazing visual effect. The visual effects in this episode is beautiful, beautiful. Overall, this episode is fucking sick. Not one Baby Yoda scene in the whole thing, and it was still fucking amazing. This show can exist without Baby Yoda, and this episode gave me the confidence in that. One of the highlights for me from Mandalorian is the scene at the very end when we see his projection, and he's like, basically he's like, you have my fucking son, and I'm gonna fucking do whatever I can to get him. Don't know how much he means to me. Basically, that's the kind of message and vibe I got from the dialogue in the video. And you can see Gideon's face just like, oh fuck, what have I done? I'm gonna be fucking slaughtered. So I'm so excited for the next episode to see what unfolds. As you can hear, laptop's fucking overheating with the but yeah, that's pretty much it. I fucking loved it. This episode is another 10 out of 10 for me. They keep knocking it out of the park. This smashes season 1 overall. Season 2 is fucking perfect. I don't know how they did it, but they smashed it, and I'm so excited for the rest of the Disney Plus Star Wars series that they announced last week, I think it was. If they have my full faith. They don't need Baby Yoda to do amazing things. They don't need to rest on it anymore, and this episode really showed that to me. Bravo, 10 out of 10. I'm going to end the video here, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next motherfucking video.